Welcome to the Acupuncture Outsider podcast. My name is Richard Hazel, and in the time it takes for you to commute to or from work, I hope to have shared something of interest about orthopedic acupuncture using motor points, trigger points, myofascial slings, neurofunctional acupuncture, segmental treatments, anything that crosses my mind that seems to be of interest. I hope you'll enjoy it. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Acupuncture Outsider. This is Richard Hazel, and today I'm actually not going to talk about any acupuncture cases. I wanted to talk about what I've been working on this past week. I've been organizing motor point videos that I've created for the Podia site and for different webinars and things like that. And it occurred to me that I have already shot videos of motor point location and needling with and using electric stimulation on almost every motor point that we use in a regular on a regular basis. And the only ones missing right now are some of the small lumbricals of the foot and hand, and I think I'm missing an extensor indicis, and some suboccipital motor points like obliquus capitis. I do have a video of trigger point of rectus capitis, but I'm going to create a motor point location and needling for rectus capitis as well. So, besides those, okay, and I don't have much for the face that I've recorded because I don't do a lot of treatment of face muscles, but what I've decided to do is I'm going to create, well, I've already created for the most part, a motor point location guide that is all video. And I do think I'm going to put in text for each video, I'll put the point location based on Peroto's guidance. But I may actually, some of these motor points are points that I started to do on my own because it was the best way for me to get certain points. But I'll put the text in there as well. But I think this is going to be great. I'm excited about it because I think this is what I wish that I had when I was getting started. I just think, man, how great it would be if there was a place that I could have gone online and learned more from an acupuncturist who actually is doing these motor points with acupuncture and electric stimulation, etc. So I am going to be adding to the course, but it's already solidly useful reference. A great reference for many muscles. And the other good thing is that because I've done many different webinars and things like that, where I have recordings, I've already included multiple videos for certain muscles where I've had more than one really good location video. So hopefully that gives people some options. They may like the way I describe something on one video, or they might want to see it on two different bodies, or three different bodies in some cases, just to, be really, really helpful. So that's coming very soon. I'm hoping by the end of the year. I have to clean up some titles and, make sure I spelled everything correctly and all of that stuff. So still working on it, but it's looking great. I'm excited about it. Because, like I said, if I had had this, I'd have been so happy to have video reference for motor points. And the great thing is the Podia format for mobile is excellent. It looks great on a PC, and then their format, their mobile format, is awesome for video. Um, you can just turn your video side, you can turn your phone sideways and have full screen, and it's great. It's all HD. So that's coming. Um, I'm I think what I want to do is create a community via Podia where there'll be a membership, and I'm going to kind of pull away from Facebook a bit. I think there are many reasons. I think some of you could already think of reasons you'd like to pull away from Facebook. And, Facebook groups were awesome when I was getting started and I needed some place to share about a case or read about cases and learn more. But it's been many years now, and it's time, I think, to move forward into a different direction, which can leverage different technologies and also just be um, off of the platform, off of the Mark Zuckerberg world. So I'm going to be moving things to Podia. Podia allows me to have a community message board with comments and posts. It will allow me to offer some of my courses for free for members. So, like, what I think I'm going to do is, if you haven't seen my Podia site, by the way, it's richardhazel.podia.com, Podia. And please register there. It's free. And that's how I'm going to reach out to you when it comes time. Things are going to all be through Podia. So just, go there, find a free course and register so your email's in the system. I don't spam. In fact, I probably don't email enough. I see people who are educators who are literally spamming me like almost every day about their courses. Um, I don't want to be that person. I feel like I'm putting stuff out in the world and I'm not trying to promote it. I'm just trying to put it there, and the right people who want it will find it. And it's not my intention to tell anybody to listen to me or do it my way or believe what I believe. I feel like I got into teaching by request. People requested that I start teaching, and so I kind of feel like that's always been my I don't know, my intention to um answer the call of people who wanted me to teach and just sort of put stuff out. I don't think I woke up and said, "Oh, I have something very important that everybody has to listen to, and now I'm going to go and teach it to the world." That wasn't the way it happened. I was a little bit. I'm totally an introvert, and it was kind of just a request, and I started doing it, and of course, I was super nervous teaching, but it was very rewarding, and I've loved seeing how motor points have taken off since then. Um, and it's just it's been great to see, and now there's tons of people teaching motor points, and I feel like, okay, they're filling a niche, and they're going to email you every week and tell you about how you have to come to their course, and that's fine. Um, I just do my little thing over in the corner, and if people are interested, that they'll find me, they'll come, and maybe they'll take a course or whatever. I'm good with that. I'm you know um, not trying to make anybody do anything, but I will be using Podia to reach out to people. So basically, if you're interested, register on Podia. Um, and that way you'll get emails when new courses are coming out, when the membership is set up. all of those sorts of things. So the membership is going to be really a community of motor point acupuncturists who want to do motor points and trigger points. And the other great thing is we'll get away from some of the static from Facebook. You know, if you have a Facebook group of thousands of people, you're always going to see random um, things being posted in the group, and of course, as a moderator, I often have to delete things. But you know, you'll also just see lots of posts that are not relevant to what you're interested in. Um, so by creating a community where everybody is there by choice and it's not open to everybody, anybody with a computer, then hopefully we'll focus on what you want to talk about and what you want me to video and demonstrate, etc. I think I'll just feel um, a little more um, like posting and creating videos for people. You know, I get a lot of emails and messages on a really regular basis with people who write 4 paragraphs about a tough case, and I always try to reply, but it takes me sometimes a few days before I can actually sit down and reply to those messages. But ideally, I will say, please post it in the Podia group for everyone to see so that we can discuss it as a group and everybody can get, you know, my take on it and add their own 2 cents and maybe help you out from their experience, etc. Um, so that's another good thing about having like a Podia community. But what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to create the MotorPoint location video course, and it will it will be for sale on Podia for anybody who wants it. But what I think I want to do is for members, it will be free. There from within the like if you're a member, then you'll have free access to the MotorPoint location videos. You'll have free access to all of my manual muscle testing, muscle length testing videos. There's a whole course, and it's muscle tests for everything from neck, shoulder, upper extremity, core, hip, um, lower extremity, down to the ankles. I mean, it's like tons of manual muscle tests and length tests. And so that'll be included in the membership. Because when I'm really thinking, I'm of course thinking about all you guys that I've known for years that I've seen at courses, who I'm very fortunate to see regularly for new courses, which is why I'm always trying to add new things and keep it interesting and not create like a static curriculum that's always the same. I'd really like to just add new things. Partially that's for me because I get bored saying the same thing over and over. I don't even like to tell a joke twice. So I like to keep adding things to the courses as well. But what I think I'd like to do with the community is have enough of the advanced level information for people who are not new, and also have the tools for somebody who's brand new, to understand the core essentials as I see them, the Yonda cross patterns and the flaming myofascial slings and the Travell trigger point pain referral patterns and basic rehab, all that sort of stuff. I want to have that. I want to have manual muscle testing videos, and I want to have the point location and needling videos as part of that membership. So it'll be like a one-stop shop for people who are new to motor points, or maybe people who came to a motor point course 2 years ago and didn't really use it, and now they've kind of like forgotten. And this would be like a great refresher. And then for those of you who are using it every single day and your clinic has blown up with tons more patients, and now you see the challenging stuff because it's the 80% were the low hanging fruit. Now you got the 20% that are a little trickier. And so I'll be excited to have those conversations in Zoom meetings for members. So what we'll do, probably do something once a month, and I'll try to bounce it around at times so that we can get something that works for the European Union people. We'll do something that works for the Australia people. We'll do something that works for the United States, different times. But I want to do Zoom meetings, sort of like a group coaching, where people can bring their tough cases and we discuss together and create a community. And it'd be great. I think it'd just be great to chat and see each other and speak and have good conversations and talk about what we're working on and what's working. And then I'll take some requests for like treatment protocols. So what I'll do is for members, if somebody says, "Oh, I'd really like to see how you're doing the maybe a PENS treatment for migraine patients," and so what I would do is then have a video. I'd create a video on a weekend and post it in the group, and it will be indexed. We'll have keywords so that it could be found going forward in the future. But eventually, try to collect the things that people are most curious about, or they want to see how are you putting together a treatment for sciatica or things like that. I look forward to having something where it's among people who appreciate that I'm making that effort and they're willing to participate and be a member in the group and participate in the group together. And I think it'll be very gratifying, and this will pull me away from, I think, Facebook, which would be so great. I feel like the acupuncture groups are the only reason that I need to be on Facebook. So wouldn't it be great if we could delete that app? Anyway, so membership is on the way. I'm putting it together, still kind of talking it out with people and trying to figure out exactly how I want to do it. But I think at least once a month Zoom meetings. If it gets very popular, I'll do more than once a month. I mean, I think to start out, I probably have like 3 people. There'll probably be like 3 members, and we'll sit and chat once a month. But if we end up getting a ton of members, then I'll do more than one Zoom meeting per month, and different for different time zones. The other thing that I would like to consider, if anyone's interested, is maybe doing Zoom meeting for the French speaking people or the German speaking people. Those are the 2 languages that I'm most comfortable in for conversation. So I would be happy to do something for the French speaking community and the German speaking. Not that you guys don't speak great English. It's just that I think, having learned different languages and gone to different countries, I can appreciate how nice it is to sort of turn off the high level thinking that it takes to speak in a second language and just relax and talk in your native language where you're most comfortable and you're always going to pick the right word, and it's less effort. It's just a lot less effort when you're speaking your own language. So I think for orthopedic reasons, it'll be helpful for me because it makes sure I stay on top of my orthopedic vocabulary in German and French. But also, it would be nice, I think, just to provide that opportunity for maybe some of my Belgian and French and Canadian acupuncturists who would like to do that, and the same for German. There's many of you from Germany who have come to Motor Point courses, and your English is always great. Um, but maybe there would be a time you'd like to just hang out and speak in German. And I'm there for it. I love it. Um, so there's a lot to do for the membership creation. I'm still settling the details, but if you're registered on Podia, you'll be getting notified about it. You'll see how much it is each month and what's the commitment if there is any, and then you'll hopefully at that time have full access to those courses like the video motor point guide and the manual muscle testing. You know, the funny thing, manual muscle testing, you can just Google manual muscle tests and find them, you know, for free on YouTube. But the difference is, if I'm explaining it to you, I'm explaining it to you in the context of something that's going to be an acupuncture treatment. So I might be explaining things a little bit more relevantly, than somebody who's just doing manual muscle tests for rehab reasons. You know, just the importance of understanding, you know, like the relationship of gluteus medius, gluteus minimus, and TFL, and how important it is for an acupuncturist to know how to assess the gluteus minimus, whereas somebody who's doing rehab exercise is just looking at weak abduction, and they may blame glute medius and not really think about glute minimus. But if you're the one having to treat something with needles, then you need to actually know if the gluteus minimus is involved, or you're not reaching it with the needle, not correcting the problem. Um, so anyway, I'm going to leave it at that for this week. Please register on Podia, richardhazel.podia.com, so you will be notified if and when the courses are out, and then the membership. Oh, and then the other thing I'm going to do for membership is like membership members will get bigger discounts on new courses when they come out. So a much bigger discount than the average person. So like I will be doing some discounts for like Black Friday and the holidays. So look for that. But members will be getting, you know, once I create the membership, members will get um, an all-time, like an always works discount. Okay, so that's it for this week, and I hope you have a great week, and I will talk to you next week. Thanks.